Welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today for your daily dose of dead, we are going to talk about the recent cover reveal for the Walking Dead comic. We have a little bit of news about the final season of The Walking Dead, formerly known as Telltale, but now known as Skybound's The Walking Dead final season. Before we get into that, though, there is a new clip showing the Kingdom fighting off some walkers. I can't play it because there's music here, but go ahead and hunt that down. You can probably find it on Twitter. It says it has an IGN watermark, so just look up IGN on their website or their Twitter or their YouTube or something, and you'll be able to find the clip. It looks like it adds a little more credence to my prediction that they are simply out scavenging for stuff for the fair. And again, I think that fits the story perfectly, and that's really all we need at this point in time in the story. Again, I can't play it in full, though, because there's music playing. I don't know if someone did a fan edit, but try to find this right here. Everyone's sharing it, so try to find this Rebar, and Yet I Smile Grimes on Twitter, because it has some funky porno music or some 70s funk music on there. That just sounds weird. I wonder if I can get away with playing like a second of it. It's just weird. I don't know if that's a fan edit or if that's the real song there. I don't know. But Skybound Games released this. We got this in our emails a little while back. And it was like a first look at the collector's package that's coming out for the final season. I'll admit, I played the first episode last night on stream, and I like this little bugger, AJ. He seems pretty damn cool, especially by the end of the first episode. The final season, episode number 1, is probably my favorite episode out of all the Telltale The Walking Dead seasons. It is so good. There's so many improvements. It's a shame they made all the improvements at the very last minute. But it comes with a pin. As far as the physical stuff, you get the disc, the game, like a physical copy of the game and all that. I think it's $60. A little bit of overpriced considering the game is only $20, but unless this vinyl 4-inch of AJ, if this is like really top of the line quality, then yeah, all right, I get it. But you're getting the physical game, like I said, I bought the digital game for only $20 off 4 episodes, so maybe that's why it was a little bit cheaper. But you get the pin and you get AJ here. And it does look pretty cool. Like I said, it does look pretty cool. He looks like it's right from the game. I am a bit worried, though, because this looks like it's simply a computer-generated image. And see how it's kind of sitting off on the base a little bit. I'd feel a little more comfortable buying this if they showed us an actual figure of what it would be, like an actual real-life figure. Who knows? This could be the actual real-life figure, and it just looks that way because it's supposed to look like the game. I don't know, but it depends on AJ's story. I would also prefer a Clementine as well. I think a Clementine and AJ together would have been super badass, but what are you going to do? I know I'm not the only one, because the comments are all about, where's Clementine? Why don't we get a Clementine? But they have a Clementine Season 2 figure you can buy if you're interested on Skybound's website. And then you can get the Lee from Season 1 figure as well. I believe those are still available. So if you really want a Clementine, hit that up. Anyhow, issue number 191. It says here, we are excited to announce the covers for The Walking Dead issue 191, dropping in comic shops near you and online this May. Trouble in the Commonwealth is coming to a head. What could possibly go wrong? That looming shadow on the cover is obviously a good thing, right? Get a look at the full new cover below and let us know in the comments. So go to Skybound and let them know what you think of this cover. The one thing I will say, automatically, right off the top of my head, the first thing I thought of is it's not a solid, crisp black and white silhouette, which does give the color a certain pop to it. And that's clearly Rick. And it's Rick without his claw hand. I mean, we could see his short hair. We could see his beard here. We could see where the governor, the first governor he ran into, the guy governor, chopped off his hand. But he's usually wearing that claw hand now. And the characters are looking at him as if they're shocked, and some are worried. Like, I guess Michonne looks a little worried. Everyone on this side looks a little worried. This side kind of looks a little aggressive, but still shocked. You have a weird brown-haired version of the governor. I could have sworn she was showed to be a bright blonde on one of the covers. I could have that mixed up, but her son, I think his name's Sebastian. It doesn't matter. He's a piece of shit. And then I think that guy's Lance. Ain't that the girl that Eugene has the hots over? And then we got some guards from the kingdom. On this side, we got Eugene and some other... We got Mercer on this side with Michonne. And I think that's supposed to be either... Wait, who is that? Is that supposed to be... What's her name? No, it's not Princess, because she's got a pink jacket. Is that supposed to be Michonne's daughter, I guess? Anyhow. So we got definitely some people in the Commonwealth on this side. Some soldiers versus the other soldiers. Let's see if they have a synopsis. Story by Robert Kirkman. May 1st, 32 pages, black and white, $3.99. The Last Stand. Words are spoken. Alliances are broken. All the trouble that's been brewing in the Commonwealth finally comes to a head. And I will be honest, I will totally be honest. This whole time, this beef with the Commonwealth and everything that's been going on, I've just been really hoping that they were going to pull a surprise out of nowhere. And it would show us that it's not simply just what it seems like it's been building up to be. And that is... just simply this civil war within the Commonwealth. I'm just not that interested. I'm not that sucked into it. As far as the characters or what happens after, I don't know. I'm open for something that's just like, whoa, that was a twist and that was amazing. But I don't know. I don't care about Pamela. I really don't care about her son. I don't care about Lance. These are all just people. We've showed up and there's not really much development there. Pamela is confusing because one minute she seems like a leader who wants to grow and be a decent leader, and the same strength, she seems like a total tyrant ruling, bitch. Anyway, I'm hoping this is officially the last whatever with the Commonwealth and we can move forward. I'm just so itching to get done with the Commonwealth storyline. At this point in time, I wouldn't even be mad if we just left and did something else and the Commonwealth just stayed out there, because it's just, other than finding Michonne's daughter, it's not doing much for me. We have Eugene fixing the train, and then there's the cliffhanger where he didn't even get it fixed yet and they had to pull away from the train. And again, that to me is either a fake out cliffhanger where it's like, oh, something is happening, but not really. He's going to get it fixed in the next couple, or someone will protect him, or he'll run away and it'll be no big deal. And then they get the train running. But then I'm thinking, even if they do get the train running, what does that matter if they're beefing in the Commonwealth? And then even if they got the train running, what does that really matter? Does that mean some people from the Commonwealth are going to come live at Alexandria? Is that what it is? Maybe are they going to link up and unite and trade goods and services? Maybe they're going to grow in some different way. I don't know. On the flip side, I'm thinking, what does that do for the story here? I know what I would like to see as a fan that would make me truly excited. And again, a part of it has to do with side stories, taking these characters and going out, venturing out, seeing what's around this area, past the borders, farther out than we've ever gotten before. Keep in mind, you can still have the Game of Thrones set up where you have rulers and you have the politics, and maybe people are trying to, it's a game for the throne. People are trying to take over different communities, because you would have that. You would have communities try to not kill all the other community off, but take over as a leader and absorb that community and grow as a network of communities. Like the Commonwealth, if they started absorbing other communities around them, that storyline, I feel like, wow, that's a little more pressing. That's a little more interesting. Maybe I'd be interested in that a little more. But we have to see where it goes. But while this is playing out, I don't get why we don't get another group of characters that some were new, some were just interested in. Like, take a character we know and we like. Let's say it's Jesus. And then take some newer characters like Princess, or completely new, or Magna in their group. And then have them go out on the run for some type of mission to just even explore and discover. And then you get them in certain situations where it's like, all fresh and new, discovering what is out there. And you can even discover different little mini communities or bigger communities where it's not a part of the story, but you just note that they're out there, you have some interactions, and then along the way you find some conflicts, you find some not so good little bands rolling around. You can find even some really smaller, deranged groups like the Whisperers, but smaller. Maybe there's only 6 or 7 of them, or 8 or 9, and they live really rugged like. I don't know, or just downright crazies. I don't know, man, but something to go along with this storyline, so that way every now and then we could kind of step back and take a break, or follow Negan out there. Why don't we just follow him on his path for discovery? I think it would be insane out the ass if we get done with Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 4, the final episode at the end of March, and then in April's issue, Negan runs into Clementine or some shit like that. I think that would be freaking, like, amazing, awesome. That's yeah, Negan runs into Clementine, and then you have their story out, and then eventually, maybe, 10 issues later, Negan and Clementine finally show up at the community. Negan's mortally injured, and Clementine's begging for them to help him, and now they're caught in this, do we help him or not? I think that would be a real messed up kind of predicament for our community to find themselves in. I don't know. You guys put your thoughts and opinions down in the comment box. What do you think about this? I'm done talking. That's all I gotta say. It's your turn.